Morrissey wasn't there um, when Marr and bassist Andy Rourke and drummer Mike Joyce they were putting this thing together. You
Hmm.
know, they were jamming out. They were then they were recording it, and supposedly they were smoking a lot of marijuana during the sessions. And Marr was actually quoted saying, "You're from Manchester. You smoke weed till it comes out of your ears." So shout out to Manchester.
Welcome to Into the Music. I'm Chris. I'm here with my buddy Greg. And Greg, you got something for me to listen to and react to?
I do, I do. So we put out three Smith songs. So
Oh, it's Smith. Okay.
let's go for number four, right?
Sure.
What the hell? Okay. And so this one was one that I was going to give you at some point, but people have been, in fact, they're asking for a lot of Smiths. Try this one, try that, and that's
Hmm.
fantastic. Um,
Right.
but this one actually I saw more of than the other ones, and this
Hmm.
one is called "How Soon Is Now."
Okay.
And this actually is really up there as one of my favorite Smith songs. So,
Hmm.
that's what I always do. I always like, make it really hard for myself because I raise the bar. And so you got to keep it real. So go
Yeah.
listen to it and come back and let me know what you think.
Okay. We'll do.
Okay.
I like it already.
I'm the sun and the air. All the shyness that is criminally vulgar. I am the sun and air of nothing in particular. You should chill out. How can you say I go about things the wrong way? I am human and I need to be loved, just like everybody else does.
I love that sound. It just comes in and out.
And the sun and the air, all the shyness that is criminally vulgar. I am the sun and air of nothing in particular. You should chill out. How can you say I go about things the wrong way? I am human
I'll go back just a little. Okay, now I'm still getting used to Morrissey's voice, and I don't dislike it, but in this particular song, I really think that his voice did not fit the music and the mood. Um, Now, I don't know, he could have written the song, but regardless of that, I don't think it fit. Um, However, that's not enough to turn me away from this song. I thought the music and the instrumentation were just great, and I love the feel of this song. This might be my favorite Smith song that I've reviewed to date on this channel. So I'm curious to hear what Greg has to say about it, especially about Morrissey's voice. I'm pretty sure he's a little more positive than I am about it, but we'll find out.
All right, so you
Uh,
came back, you're there,
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do a drum roll, and go ahead.
I didn't hear a
How'd you like
drum
it?
roll.
Oh,
Okay, okay. um, I like this song. I think um, I do really like this song. I like the music as far and I really wasn't paying attention to the words
okay.
too much. Um, and However, I do have a reservation about it, and I know I always get into this with the Smiths. I did not think that Morrissey's voice matched the rest of the song. I thought it was too, God, I don't know. It just didn't, it needed, I think we needed not necessarily a gritty voice, but a little tougher sounding. Not tough in an aggressive way, but not, put it this way, when he sings, it's like a feather. You know what I'm saying? To me.
Yeah,
And it didn't fit the mood of the music that much to me.
interesting. Yeah,
The music was driving, the music was good. So um, really, and it had that, the tremolo and kind of like a Bo Diddley thing kind of going on. And
yeah, yeah.
and it was and it had some great guitar sounds, and so musically I loved it. But
Right.
um, uh, and that thing where the guitar would come kind of screeching in and then going out again.
Yeah, yeah,
I love
yeah,
that. So
yeah.
musically, I loved it, and I can't really comment too much on the melody line musically.
Yeah.
But because I was like kind of like I was listening to the music, other instrumentation other than the voice, because I wasn't too crazy about his voice for this song. So I was paying attention to other
Yeah.
things, but that kept me busy enough. So I do like the song. But I kind of wish, I wonder what it would sound like, what covers, there must have been covers done of this song. So I'm wondering what the covers sound like, because I think it's a good song.
I think there's a song that came out in the 80s, late 80s and 90s, whatever, that I think they sort of sampled that. To me, it's like just an iconic kind of sounding, that guitar that starts off the song, and the tremolo, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny you said Bo Diddley, because man, um, I mean, you're like a
Because he
serious,
used both. He used like Bo Diddley he was big on using the tremolo and
right.
that beat, you know.
But people, critics, whatever, they've written about it. They've actually compared Bo Diddley's Mona, especially that song Mona, and like the way he uses guitar,
Mm-hmm.
to similar to what the
Okay.
Smiths did in this song. So it's really kind of cool that you actually pointed that out. And yeah, and so a couple things. I think that when I look back at the three songs that we've done, I think the one constant, is um, that it's kind of hit and miss. I think Morrissey's voice for you,
Right,
and
yeah.
yeah, and that's fair. That's fair. I totally understand. I totally get that. Um, what and it's I think you're spot on again when you talk about Morrissey's voice. First off, I'm I do like the Smiths a lot, so I bought into them a long time ago. I mean, I go back to the 80s, so Morrissey's voice to me is, I like it, and I
Mm-hmm.
think on this song it's effective. um but what's interesting though is that if you listen to the rest of their catalog, and
Mm-hmm.
you take and you compare so much more of what they have out there, just think about those other songs that you listen to, um and then more, and you compare it to this one sticks out as
Mm-hmm.
being, sort of, not conforming within whatever that Smith sound is. This one is the oddball, the odd duck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
But this is one of their most popular songs.
it's a pop, yes, because it's a great song. I mean,
Yeah.
musically, composition. I mean, it's just tremendous, and I think the lyrics too are really interesting. And I'll kind of just I know you weren't paying attention, but because that, I'll just throw a couple of things out. But just back to the song musically, though, um, what they were doing again, took that. It's just this really cool sound with the guitar, you know. And I think I've talked to you before about Johnny Marr, and then I think he was a fan of, like, some of the old time music, whatever,
Yeah, yeah, I know you
Motown.
really you really appreciate his stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that it shows that he appreciated some of the guitar greats, going back a long way. I
Yeah.
mean, because to me that Bo Diddley sort of sound, effect, the thing that, I mean, you picked up on it. That's pretty cool. That I don't think that was a mistake. Um, and just a couple interesting things about when they put the song together, um, during the recording sessions. Um, they were actually smoking. So Morrissey wasn't there um, when Marr and bassist Andy Rourke and drummer Mike Joyce, they were putting this thing together.
Mm-hmm.
They were jamming out. They were, then they were recording it, and supposedly they were smoking a lot of marijuana during the sessions. And Marr was actually quoted saying, "You're from Manchester. You smoke weed till it comes out of your ears." So shout out to Manchester.
I wonder if it's legal over there. Now that
Yeah, who knows?
certain states legalized it. I don't know what
Who
England's doing.
knows? But I love that when I was doing some homework on the song, that I didn't know about the recording session, what was going on, that they had to open up the windows and all the smoke was coming.
Who would have thought at a recording session that there were drugs involved?
um, and then Morrissey came in the next day, and I think two takes, they got it done. I believe he had lyrics. I believe he's the one. So I think Marr is the guy he's the one who wrote the music,
Mhm.
and I don't think he had. I don't think, please correct me if I'm wrong out there, but I think that Morrissey's the one who wrote the lyrics, completely. Um, but I think that he had some things building. So when he came in that next day, kind of finished and then recorded
Uh-huh.
and done. My understanding is that the opening line, which because I've had the luxury or whatever of like listening to this for years and you haven't, but I am the sun, I am the air of a shyness that is criminally vulgar, and then I am the air of nothing in particular, and supposedly that was adapted from a line in George Eliot's novel Middlemarch. To be born, the son of a Middlemarch manufacturer, and inevitable heir to nothing in particular. So, you know, I just think that's
It's good to know he's well read.
well. I just love how I don't know. I've heard of George Eliot. I don't know of that book, but I always find it fascinating how songs come together. You're reading or how certain lines, and then you can take a
Yeah.
line, just build it around. I don't know if that's what Morrissey did. He took that line and he built, everything around that, or if he had something in mind and then that was like,
And then that's it.
it
Yeah.
was boom, yeah, pop, so who knows? But I'm always fascinated by how people get inspired
Mhm.
and then great works come out. So but yeah, so I'm really glad that that you heard it, and it's one that has been requested, right?
Mhm.
So we're doing it.
I'm glad we covered it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, cool. All right. Do you want me to take it out?
Sure.
I'm gonna say to all the Smiths fans out there, and there's a lot of you out there, and a lot who have been watching our channel, and thank you for that. And with that said, if you like this video, please hit the like button. That'd be cool, and subscribe if you haven't already. That'd be cool too. And Chris, thanks again, and to
Yeah, buddy.
everyone out there, we'll see you on the next episode of Into the Music.
See you.